Hi, so it's another Sunday, and it's time again to reflect and review what has happened in the past week and also think about what to do moving forward. So, last week in my Sunday video, I mentioned two things. The first thing is about smiling in my videos and focusing more on connecting on top of the words I want to deliver. I remember there were many videos this week that before I did my recording, I told myself that I need to smile. The objective of this week is to smile. But I don't think I delivered on that somehow. Whenever I start my videos and I focused on delivering the message I want to deliver, somehow the smiles just went away. It was only like in the brief moments in between sections of my speech that I took some time to smile. I'm not sure whether how to improve that, but I will need to appreciate that that is a learned skill now, that it might not be natural for me, especially. Maybe it's natural for you, but it's not natural for me to look at the monitor or a camera and smile as I'm delivering my speech when my mind is thinking about what to say instead of connecting. So I'm not there yet. So I want to continue working on this week. Number two, the second thing was I mentioned that this challenge is coming to an end. In fact, this would be day 82. 8 more days ahead. That means after next Sunday's review, the Monday, and that is the last day of this challenge. Thinking through this week, I am most certainly not going to continue publishing a video every day. Not because of the time taken to publish the video, but more of the mental load that it had on me over these 90 days. I guess I shared during one of my reflections before that this video challenge is stressful in a sense because I struggle. It's something that I struggle with a lot. And I know I've gotten better at it. I've gotten more courageous to just turn on the camera and speak and just publish. But it's giving me a lot of stress. It's giving me a lot of it's adding to my mental load every day. And I appreciate that, being consistent over these 90 days is something. And I feel like many times I am just going through the motions trying to publish a video for the sake of publishing a video. And I appreciate that being consistent is useful, and that because of the consistency, if I compare myself today versus how I managed the video in the first week of this challenge, I've made good progress. But I want to move on to something else. And in order for me to move on to something else, I have to let go of this. And the next thing that I want to move on to will take up that mental load that I hope I transit to. So what I want, ultimately, the reason why I started this challenge in the first place is to be able to speak more eloquently, to not need to script out every single word whenever I do a video presentation, and especially for my business. So I always wanted to do more public how-to tutorials for web design, for tech matters, and I always struggled to do that. And I always found it very daunting in a sense, how do I even start if I have to script out every single word? And having gone through this 82 days now, I feel that this is more in reach, in a sense. I can see how I can do that now. I don't need to script out every single word. I do still need an outline if I want to properly structure the video, but I think that is doable, very doable now. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be publishing on another channel, which is my business channel, which I haven't set up yet, and that's a to-do list, a thing in my to-do list this week. And on this channel, on my personal channel, I will still be publishing videos, but not as regularly as every day. Probably more towards personal development, to share summaries of my books, because I realized that when I have to summarize books and when I have to present the books, a concept from the books, I tend to internalize it better. And I hope by sharing, it inspires you to also read the book and also get into the idea of personal development. So that is it. This week, continue to focus on smiling and connecting during my videos. Focus on just plowing through these remaining 8 days, and more importantly, start putting in place the things I need to transit from these 90 days into creating a real content marketing channel, a YouTube channel for my business, so that can help to market my business. Hope that's a good summary. I will see you tomorrow.